In this video, I'm going to break down what you need to focus on as a running back if you want to make it to the NFL. So if you're a guy and you're aspiring, you know what, I want to play in the NFL, I want to have a chance at playing top level D1 ball and actually being a guy who can get paid for what I do, then stay tuned and watch this full video because I'm going to break down the basic skills to the top of the pyramid, things that you need that will actually get you to have the opportunity. Once again, it isn't promised, but you want to have the best chance to get there, I'm going to show you in this video and what you need to focus on. Now, I know you might think like, why should I listen to you? You're a guy who's not even in the NFL. You're a guy who just is a random guy that pop up on my YouTube page. Well, I'm glad you had that. My name is KJ Howard. I am obviously the owner of this channel and I own desireLess, where we help running backs pretty much unlock their full potential and dominate on the field. And over the years, from a guy who didn't start in high school and I turned myself into a Division I athlete, I was so fascinated with the running back position. I spent years just understanding, study. I studied so many running backs from different skill sets, from power backs, speed backs, small backs, big backs, everything. Big backs, but everything. I was so fascinated because I want to know, man, what are these guys? What separates these guys? What are they doing? How are they training? How are they eating? How are they preparing their bodies to go about being elite? All right, so over the years, I studied the game and also I put in a lot of work. I trained. I seen things that worked, that didn't work, and I turned myself into a pretty good back to where I had a pretty good year. I was D1, I transferred to a D2, ended up playing there, had a pretty good season, had a pro day, put up crazy pro day numbers and everything, had a workout with the Bengals. All right, so I've had a little bit of success from a guy. Like I said, I didn't start in high school. I didn't start at all, so I wasn't even supposed to be there. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'6", 170 pounds, so I'm not like this freak athlete or anything like that, or well, I kind of am. I can run 4.3 and all that, but I'm not just this big time, just standout guy. I had to grind and work for it. So I feel like I had gained a couple of knowledge from over the years of studying and learning about the game. So that's why I feel like I kind of can break down after studying so many running backs, understanding the position and knowing a lot of top running backs that, hey, I can give you the keys to success. Oh my gosh. Keys to success to be able to have the most success for your future. All right. And rule of advice, if you're watching this video, since it's a whiteboard video, what helps me learn more and be able to get more out of the videos is if I turn it to 1.5 or 2.0 speed, just because it speeds everything up. You don't want to learn everything, you just want to learn principles from videos, okay? Learn the principles and study the principles, okay? Remember principles, don't remember formulas. So this is a key advice. We want to make this video go from 10 minutes to like 5 minutes. All right, but I'm gonna get straight to the video. I ain't gonna talk too much longer. All right, so I'm gonna break down a pyramid that pretty much is true for all running backs. All right, this is the pyramid of elite. All right, now there's a pyramid of everything, a pyramid of basic human needs where Laszlo, or I forget what his name, but it's like basic pyramid of needs where you have like, you know, like survival, then you have purpose, then you have all this other stuff. Well, I'm gonna make that but for a football version. All right, so it's gonna be 5 different levels that it goes from, obviously not least important, but the earliest foundations, then it's gonna stack up, stack up, stack up. So on the baseline, first level, if you wanna be a guy who can make it to the NFL and be an elite running back, you gotta first have like a natural feel. Natural feel. And what I mean by that is, I don't think that anybody can play running back. I'm being honest. I think that you kind of had to have an innate ability to have a natural feel for the position. Because there's a lot of guys who play football. When they get that ball in their hands, they look like a deer, a baby deer out there. And you're like, oh my God, please slide down. They just don't have the natural forward lean. They just don't have the natural vision. They run straight up like this and they're like, oh my gosh, like what are you doing? Like, please get down. So I feel like for any running back to at least have a good head start to becoming great, because I think everybody, you need some baseline skill. Obviously, I believe any skill could be learned, but you need some baseline requisites. And I feel like one requisite to be an elite running back and be able to have a future in the NFL or a future in the D1 level is you gotta have a natural feel. When you run the ball, you got to be a guy who looks like they can run the ball, looks like they can be able to make plays. I mean, that's usually the guys that I see who have the most success, and the guys who are able to play top level ball is that they have a natural feel. If you don't have a natural feel, it's kind of going to be hard to be able to gather all the other things, because the other things are going to take time and skill. And that natural feel, I feel like either you have it or you don't. I haven't really seen somebody that can't really have, like, isn't really good with the ball, and I never seen them just become good at it. I feel like you need a baseline baseline just to kind of feel. All right, I'm not saying you gotta be Barry Sanders. I'm just saying you gotta have a natural feel. Okay, like he looks like he can be good. If we work on a few things, he can get that. So I feel like at the beginning, a natural feel with just vision, instincts, and natural running ability. And I feel like having a good forward lean too. All right, next tier that we're gonna go next is, and you will notice this right away in like Pee Wee football, speed and quickness. We're gonna put quick right now. So speed and quickness. So I think speed is the number one skill set any player, not just running back, any player needs in a game of football to be able to produce and be dominant. And the reason for that is because speed kills. I mean, in order to be able to hit a hole and to accelerate, I feel like you gotta have speed. And I feel like you look at all great running backs, top 5 running backs in the league right now. Got your Saquons, Josh Jacobs, Christian McCaffrey's, Derrick Henry's, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson's. All those guys, they're quick and fast. They can either run 4.4s, 4.5s. Even Josh Jacobs, I think he ran 4.6. But when you watch Josh Jacobs, his 0 to 60 is elite. He can cut, he can accelerate really fast. So that's what you want to have, is you need to have a baseline of speed. And I feel like you figure that out when you're in Pee Wee football. When you're playing, and you notice like usually the guys who are the best running backs are the guys who are one of the fastest. And not necessarily like the fastest, but the quickest guys. That's just usually how it is. And it usually carries up even when you get to high school, middle school. Usually the guys who are the fastest, what are they doing? They're playing running back. Even high school, the guys who are the fastest are one of the quickest, I should say. You're playing running backs. When me and Cam was in high school, we were one of the fastest, quickest guys. I wouldn't say we was the fastest. I was the fastest, but Cam wasn't the fastest, but we were both quick as heck, quick twitch. And those quick twitch allowed us to be able to play running back. When we look at guys who are elite running backs, the Barry Sanders, the Saquon Barkley's, they're very quick twitch. I've never seen a slow twitch running back. Okay, maybe even Derrick Henry. Let's use Derrick Henry for example, because he's not necessarily quick twitch, but for his size, at 6'4", 260, I don't care what anybody says, I don't care if they say he's 240, no, he's 260. 6'3", 260, he is quick twitch. He is fast. He clocked 21 miles per hour. So, as a running back, once you have the natural feel, now you gotta have some type of speed and quickness. And the thing about speed and quickness is something you can train. So you can do speed work, you can run hills, you could train speed, you could run track. I tell every running back you need to run track. Okay, so speed and quickness is that next level. If you want to get to NFL, that you need to focus on. I have the natural feel. Now let's increase my speed. Let's have speed so I can make plays and be able to hit the hole when it needs to be there. All right, so next on the pyramid, we gonna have agility plus make guys miss. I'm gonna put MGM. Make guys miss. Let me see. Can y'all see that? I feel like the next step, once you understand you have that agility, now you have to be able to be a guy who can make guys miss. So when you were in Pee Wee and you were in middle school, you probably can get away with being faster than everybody and having a natural feel. But as a higher level you go, especially I think when you get to high school and you start playing some varsity football, now you need the ability to have agility, be able to be shifty, or just be able to make guys miss, having insane contact balance. Because once you get to high school, you're not going to just have guys to be like, go ahead and run. You're probably not going to be the biggest dude in the world. You're probably not going to be the biggest guy on the field maybe, or the fastest guy. So I think you need some level to be able to make guys miss. And that's the mark of a great running back in development, is the guy who can play in the NFL, is that these guys who were in high school, these Bijan Robinsons, these Saquon Barkley's, watch their highlight film. Watch their high school highlight film. They were making guys miss. They were being shifty. They were running guys over. They were breaking tackles, showing the ability that even if it's not blocked up right, I'm a difference maker. I can make a play. So as a running back, once you develop the speed, once you have the natural feel, the next step after you focus on those, you want to now develop the agility. I want to start becoming shifty. I want to start getting into running back footwork drills. I'm going to start working on my jump cut. I want to start working on my stick, my double stick, spin move, all of that. I want to start working on my contact balance. Doing stuff like that will give you an edge in high school football and college football, whatever, where now I'm able to make plays on defenders. You don't want to be a guy who's predictable. You want to be a guy who can make a play whenever the situation. I catch a ball in open field. Okay, I got leverage on this linebacker. Boom, boom. Or I got this dude, he flat-footed. Boom, run him over. Or, hey, sometimes I just might get hit. I'm not even looking. But guess what? I got extreme contact balance because I've been focused on that. And that's part of my development. And I developed contact balance to be able to stay up and run through the play and be able to get extra yards. Okay, and I feel like that's definitely the next thing once you want to focus on as you get higher level. And really what separates these guys from the average to elites is that now let's start getting things like, because they all got speed and quickness. Now some might be faster than others, but they all have speed and quickness baseline. Agility and make guys miss. Not everybody can make guys miss the same, and that's very true. So you want to be a guy who can work on those things and be able to do it. Okay, and now we're going to the next part, which we're almost at the top of the pyramid, which is vision plus So, and as we're going, I'm showing like level importance from when you're playing at a lower level to the higher level. So at this point, when you're starting to really increase your vision and understand the game from a vision standpoint, an IQ and scheme standpoint, you're probably playing high level ball, because you realize now making guys miss isn't enough. Because a lot of guys can make guys miss, or I need more than just being able to run guys over. Because like I said, you playing college football now, you got 260, 240, 250 defenders. These guys can run fast too. They're strong too. They have these baseline things too, but for their specific position. So now, okay, what can I really separate myself? And the next step is now we got the physical traits out the way. We got the speed, we got the jump cuts making guys miss, we have the natural feel. Now it's time to step the mindset up. The mindset. So we got to understand, we got to have vision. We got to understand the schemes. I got to understand to be able to read inside zone, be able to read power, be able to read counter, outside zone, having a vision, understanding the scheme, understanding where are we attacking, who are we attacking on this scheme, who are the leverage points, okay, what are my reads, all right, if they're in this defensive front and we're going to a 3 technique in this outside zone, I might be banging under that 3 technique, compared to if I'm going to the 1, it might be like more like a bang, okay, understanding that stuff and improving your IQ up to position. That's when it comes to just studying. This is when now it starts to separate. This is when we get to the point where now we got separating guys who want to be just a high school guy, a college guy, and guys who want to play high level ball. The guys who want to play high level ball, they're students of the game. They understand it. They're studying. They're improving their vision. They're watching film. Just yesterday, me and Cam was watching film. We were watching film of Josh Jacobs. We were watching film of Kyron Williams. We were watching running backs who are really good and they're doing it at a high level at the NFL. And it's like, man, when you understand and you don't watch the highlight view and you watch the all 22 view, which I do with a lot of my students in my coaching program, is I break down all 22 film with these guys, teaching them the mental side of the game. But when you learn that side, bro, you realize, oh man, these guys, Saquon Barkley, they might be the freakiest, but guess what? Their mindset, their vision, man, their vision is unstoppable. Like they feel it, they read it differently, bro. Josh Jacobs, man, we was watching him yesterday, and he was just, the way he's running duo, the way he was able to press the line of scrimmage, pull linebackers in, jump cut, stay skinny, get upfield, all that stuff, the way he's able to sell his cuts, the vision, the IQ of the game, being able to press his block so he can get the backer sunken in, then bounce it rather than just running to a spot. Scoring Chauncey Gardner up in open field to give him a 2-way go, that's all vision and IQ. And as you get higher, you want to separate yourself from other backs, because hey, every back in D1 level can make a guy miss. But who has the vision and the IQ now? That's going to separate yourself at the next level. The smartest guys are usually the best guys in football. So as a running back, we need to start watching film. Start understanding the scheme. Start going to your coaches, asking questions. As you're young now, start learning the fundamentals. Okay, maybe you're a guy, you might want to be, you want to step up your IQ game. Well, hey, you join RDS, where we teach you the game to position mentally and physically to be able to dominate. So you might learn the game differently. Now it's like, okay, now I'm on the next level to getting closer, because you get to NFL, the schemes are different, the defenses are different, they're more complex. So you got to be smarter, you got to have vision, you got to have IQ. It's not about being the most freakiest guy at the higher level in the NFL. Like I said, I mentioned Kyron Williams and Josh Jacobs. Is Josh Jacobs the freakiest dude in the NFL? No, he ran 4.6. He's a solid back all around, but he's not, the freak ass athlete. Kyron Williams, he ran a 4.6 and he's 195, but these guys are putting 1,000-yard seasons. Why? Because their vision, the way they see the game, the way they read their cuts, the way they get upfield and attack vertical, the way they have the feel for the game and the IQ is at the next level. So that's one thing you want to focus on. And then now, the top of the pyramid that really separates, that will get you to the NFL, and this is what you need, that if you actually want to play high-level D1 ball, actually want to make it to the NFL, the number one thing, and I always say, man, mindset. The mindset. And I'm going to end it right here. So, when you look at the guys who are from the top 5 NFL guys, the top 5 NFL running backs, the top 5 college running backs, the difference between them and maybe the 20th or 25th running back, it ain't, I'm telling you, it's not talent, bro. It's not the talent. If anything, they're the same talent. There's other guys in the NFL who run 4.3 40s like a Christian McCaffrey and Saquon. There's other guys in the NFL who can bench press 400 pounds, and they're like the 20th, 50th rank back. But the difference is the mindset. If you want to be a guy who plays at the high level and be a guy who is at the NFL level, your mindset got to be different, bro. You got to be a dog. You got to be a killer on that field. And I'm not saying as in killer as in, oh, I got to be Michael Jordan, I got to be an asshole, I gotta be ruthless. No, the mindset killer as in, I am the best player on this field. I work harder than anybody on this field. Nobody on this field can tackle me. My mindset is different. I'm more disciplined than everybody on the field. I work harder than everybody on the field. That mindset that I'm going to keep getting better. That mindset that, oh, I failed, guess what? I'm going to come back stronger. That is what separates these guys. If you are a running back and you want to get to the next level, you want to get to the highest level, it's the mindset. I believe that the game is 80% mental and 20% physical, okay? 80% mental and 20% physical. The game is really mentally. Yes, it's physical. I understand. Like, a lot of people are like, well, it get hurt. When I get hit, it's hurt. Or how fast I run, all that. But when you get to the highest level, it's so mental. Like I said, the smartest guys, the most mentally prepared guys, the most mentally resilient guys. All these guys are the best players. The best quarterback, the best player of all time in our sport is Tom Brady. Is he the most gifted? No. But his mindset is, bro, you hear the stories, man. You hear the stories, bro. His mindset is different. And that's how you got to come as a running back, all right? You got to come with a different mindset that I'm the best. I won't get stopped. I'm going to work hard every day. I'm going to create good habits. I'm a dog on that field. Nobody can tackle me. Nobody can bring me down. I'm prepared. I test myself mentally. I put my shit through the hard. I push through the hard. That's the mindset you need, okay? And here's the full pyramid. If you're a running back, you want to go to this NFL pyramid. NFL back pyramid, okay? This is the basic pyramid that I feel that will get you to the NFL. If you focus on this, so you focus on basically having the basic feel, which that just comes as a requisite. But you focus on, okay, the speed and quickness. All right, once you have that down, okay, now let's move to the agility. Let's start making guys miss an open field. Let's be a guy who can be tackled. Okay, once we have that, okay, let's start improving the mindset now, the mental side, the vision and the IQ. Let me understand how to see holes. Let me understand how to pick through gaps. Let me understand schemes. And then at the top, now it's the confidence, it's the belief. It's I work so hard. I'm better than everybody. My mindset, I won't stop. I have the best habits. I think differently. I'm a dog on that field. I'm gonna push through the pain. I'm gonna stay resilient when things don't go my way. Because guess what? You're gonna fail. You're not gonna get the spot right away. You might get cut. You might not be good enough. You might not start. You might sit the bench. But guess what? Are you staying mentally resilient? Are you staying persistent to keep going and keep dominating? All right, so if you're running back and you want to make it to NFL, I suggest you follow this pyramid right here because it's the pyramid to becoming elite. And you're a guy, you kind of like my breakdown, you're thinking, man, like I want something like this specifically for me. You want somebody kind of to guide you through the way, to pretty much hold your hand and pretty much show you how to get there. Because this is a pyramid. It takes, I mean, like, this is what you got to do. But now it's how do I get there tactically? I gave you the strategy. Now what are the tactics? If you're looking for the tactics and you're looking for the way easy as possible, I have a coaching program where I coach running backs one-on-one, and we pretty much turn them into dogs. We pretty much develop the basic fundamentals all the way to the mindset and the IQ of the game. So if you're running back and you're serious, because it's a selective group, I don't accept everybody. It's a selective group of killers and dogs who want to get better and who want to play NFL ball. Guys in my group, they want to play NFL ball. They live for it. So that sounds like something you're interested in and you're serious. Click the link in the description and try to book a call. See if you qualify. Me and my team will go over it and see if you fit our requirements. And if they do, man, hey, let's see if we can help you make you unstoppable for the season and the off season and everything else after that, man. So it's your guy KJ. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy these whiteboard videos, comment down below because I'll keep giving these up. I'll keep doing them over and over again. But hey, man, I'd love to get to it. But it's your guy KJ. See you later.